Hold on, goddamn it, we going.
I look washed out.
No strings attached,
Not
that's
even.
a rack, that's a rack. No strings attached, that's a rack, that's a rack. No strings attached.
Hey
Isaiah
yo,
Thomas got that nigga MJ ranked fourth, dog.
that's how you do it, man. Hey man, there's no strings attached on the Friday. Who coughing? Everybody good? I'm gonna call the goddamn.
Over them tweets.
I'm gonna call them people over there to go check on you niggas. Don't cough these days, nigga. Hey man, what's
Nah,
good?
man.
What's happening? There's no strings attached on a Friday night, man. You know how we give it up on a Friday night. We talk sex, so y'all jump up in here, man. Make the chat liver than what it was. You understand? We gonna allow everybody, as we always do, to express themselves in their most organic state. It's a lot of shit going on, man. It's a lot of shit, man. It's a lot of shit, man.
I'm like, what's that sound?
Yeah, I don't know, but tonight we talking about sexual expectations, man. I got to update the title because I had just expectations, and I said why bullshit around the topic. You understand? It was two stories that were brought to my attention tonight that I want to kind of talk about because I think they marry both stories, one from a male's perspective and one from a female's perspective. So we're gonna touch on both of those tonight. I'm the only motherfucker drinking. So I'm gonna do what the fuck I do. If you're playing along at home,
I got some drink too.
okay.
What are y'all sipping on?
Yeah, if you're playing along
This
at
lovely
home, I got
Friday.
some. I got a little E&J just because I'm on some old
I'm
shit.
on that Erkin jerk too.
There we go.
Okay, y'all some
And I'm on these
Sounds-
Michelob tall boys. You dig? Okay. Who we got up in here? We got Cash up in here on the Agua. What's good, Cash?
What's up, Southside, baby?
All
What's
right.
good?
All right. We got Lionel in here with the
Outside.
Lionel and his
Yeah,
glasses.
what's up,
Goddamn it.
y'all? Y'all know we here to get y'all's night popping on the Friday. Per
Already.
usual.
Oh, per usual. You understand?
Per usual.
And then we got Bree Baby up in here.
What's up? We back in this thing. Quarantine.
Hilarious. Hilarious. And my fellow Erkin jerk sipper, we got Sister Mo.
Hey, what
I
do
know
you
y'all-
do, baby? Welcome
All
to
right.
Friday night.
Friday night,
We gotta
goddamn.
come up with a name for Friday night.
Smackdown. I'm fucking with you.
For real.
Smackdown.
I don't know. That's the first thing popped in my head. So shout out to wrestling.
Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah,
We
that's the
leaving
first
that
thing.
in the early 2000s.
Right. Let me say this though. While we got everybody's attention to start the show, listen. Next Friday.
Yeah.
So y'all gotta stay tuned, stay plugged into our IG because next Friday we're gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna try to put a little money in y'all pocket, man. We ain't on no Trump shit, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got that kind of paper, but we gonna put,
Yeah.
we can be able to put some cheese on a hamburger or something, you know what I mean? So we gonna put a little something in your pocket.
Bacon,
that.
something.
You dig? So
Yeah.
y'all stay tuned to the IG. We're gonna be getting that stuff up in the next couple of days so that you can enter to get this cash out, man. Stop playing to get this cash out. So
Got
y'all
cash out.
yeah, right? So y'all stop bullshitting, man. Let me say this though. Okay, so let's start with the first. But before I start, 'cause I just want to jump right into the shit. Anybody else got anything else? Because I just want to get into the shits right now. Y'all talk to me.
Anything else about what?
Anything?
Like just topic wise?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me say this.
No.
I do
Yeah.
got something else. My bad. Hold on, goddammit. I discovered, not discovered today, but I reminded myself today by experiencing again that it fucking like makes my skin crawl, the feel of wet grass on my feet. I hate that shit. I don't know why the fucking
I did not see that coming.
Yeah, it was random. You got me with that one.
wet grass on my feet, bro. It's like,
Actually,
ugh,
I
it's fucking
experienced
annoying.
that today.
Did you? I hate that
What
shit.
the hell are
Yeah,
y'all
'cause
doing?
What y'all doing?
Yeah.
I was in the backyard swimming, and so like I was like trying to put my
Okay.
slides on, and I accidentally stepped in the grass, and then it got it was nasty.
See? You
Y'all
see?
asleep. That's some good grounding right there.
Nah, man, I
You
don't
got
like that
water.
shit.
You
Hey,
got
we
earth.
talking paper right now.
Definitely.
Backyard swimming pools. Dang.
I
Big
know.
money, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's a very big luxury today. For real.
Yeah, you know.
Sweetie, it's an above ground pool.
Hilarious.
I ain't even got one of those.
Hilarious. No, but I stepped in the grass and my feet were wet, and I was like, yeah, I forgot I don't like this shit. That's why I hated slipping
What were
slides.
you doing?
Well,
I
you
know.
Hey, Roy, what were you doing?
Well, if everybody must know, nigga, during quarantine, I'm working out my green thumb, so I'm planting shit in the backyard. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I got to check on my shit, man. And I happened to go out there and took my damn shoes off, and I was like, yeah, I don't like this.
Translation: the wife told him to water the plants. Okay, we get
Actually,
it.
she don't even fuck around back there on some.
Hey,
you know.
she's smart.
No, you gotta have your. That's probably the best thing to do is like to have your shoes off when you're doing your grass, because you need to ground and be one with the with the plant.
Shout out to
I
Lion.
agree. Be barefooted. Be
Yeah,
one
got
with
you
the
some
concrete.
Y'all niggas are
not the
stupid.
concrete.
So okay, let's
that's
do
like
this.
it.
Let's jump into the shit. Sister Mo, hit me with the shit that you sent me today, or you sent the group chat today. What was that shit? One more time. I forgot the chick's name, but that's what I wanted to start it off with.
Ooh,
Oh,
Poor
about
Ruby.
Ruby Rose.
Who was? What's her name again? Right?
Ruby Rose.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so for the people that don't know, for the brothers in the chat, let them know what happened with Ruby Rose, right? Ruby Rose.
So
Goddamn.
apparently she flew out for some dude, I guess, and
No, you
He's a
don't.
rapper himself.
Don't guess.
he's a rapper. See, Briefly know him more. So, I mean, it looked like from what the posts that I seen, she wasn't able to get back. He wasn't getting her no flight home, and she, I guess, wasn't able to get her herself either.
Yeah, I
Yes,
wish I
She
had
played
the,
herself, first of
She
all.
definitely played herself.
I wish I had the video and play the video. So
Basically, she went out there, got flued out on a one-way, and I guess maybe,
On a
you know,
one way.
Damn.
maybe,
You
you know,
should've
they
looked
just
at your
wasn't
ticket price.
vibing or whatever the case may be, and he wasn't trying to pay for her flight back home.
and therein lies an issue.
Yeah, hold
That
on.
really is. That's really
not-
fucked up
yeah,
on.
let's-
It's really fucked up on both parts. Like they both were crazy for that.
Let's break
Like
it
he,
down.
he's borderline like kidnapping somebody.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, but if you a grown ass woman flying to another nigga house and you literally have no way to get home, like you don't know for sure if that nigga gonna pay.
That's true. That's true too. But at the same time, he
know.
flew her there. Why would you buy the one way ticket in the first place? And then why
Well,
would
I'm
you
not
take
getting
the
on a
one-way
one way
ticket?
nowhere. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, why would she
Yeah.
take it? Why would she take the one way? You feel me?
That's true. Yeah.
See, we don't
Yeah.
know what
Because-
the expectations were. I mean, I don't know. I mean, was she supposed to stay with him? You know what I'm saying? I ain't
I
got
don't
that.
know. The moment somebody tell me about a one-way ticket, I'm like,
That just sounds like a
Taking
setup
one-way
already.
ticket nowhere.
yeah,
Like,
you
where's
sound
the
like
other
a
half
setup.
of
I'm like, if you're not like my man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't remember the last
a
time.
one-way ticket is
One-way
fishy.
ticket.
That's already raising red flags.
That's wild.
And they get like, yeah, I'll bring you here,
That
but
is a
you
red
gotta
flag.
go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
First
Right.
of all, I'm not gonna take no niggas offer on flying me out during quarantine. The tickets is cheap.
That's true
I'm
too.
dead.
Cause niggas sure cannot fly you out to ATL. No, nigga, the flights is $100. That's why you want me to come.
Yeah, exactly.
So what ended up happening though? Like,
Left the homie on stuck.
She had to find a way to get the fuck home.
She called the police.
She did
Yeah,
call
she
the
did call the
cops.
police on him.
so hold
I
on.
don't know what
went
she
down
said to
there.
the police, but
So she must have had a bad time then. I'm assuming, right?
Maybe the dick was whack.
she was stressed trying to get home. That's such a sad thing.
It was very limited information on that.
It
video.
was. They didn't really go
It
into
wasn't that. It wasn't
the
that.
the one thing you could tell is that she wasn't happy about what was going on.
Yeah, she was sitting down on the bed like,
She wasn't happy.
She
But
was-
that kind of reminds me of like Super Bowl time. There was a bunch of strippers that flew to Miami for like the stripper bowl. But
And
like
they-
some of them hoes did not make money, so they was out there stranded. They just knew if they get there one way and they're gonna get their bag while they're out there for Super Bowl Sunday. But nope. They were in the airport, crisscross applesauce with blankets, pillows.
Just looking sad.
Yeah.
Sauce and
trying to
blankets.
figure shit out, trying to figure
trying
out
to
what's
figure out what we
next.
gonna do.
How the fuck we getting home? Yeah.
Come on, man.
Hold on.
That's
Hold
dangerous.
on. Somebody jumped out.
That's very dangerous.
I like that. I like the chat energy right now from Trail. Cause this is how we do it on a Friday night. We
What's
don't
good,
bullshit.
Trail?
He jumped up in the chat and said, the head was no good. Pussy wasn't hitting on shit.
He
That's
wanted a
why.
refund.
That's why she got. That's why she got no flight home. So that's what happened, man.
Oh.
Head wasn't fire. No good with the box. So you know, hey man.
I mean, I was expecting coming more from her because she be talking about, you know what I'm saying, like her
She
shit.
be talking her shit. Like, girl.
She really
Hold
does.
You talking about like in her money bag shit or like in her sex bag shit?
And her music.
Like music wise, like she like definitely gives off like a miniature like Megan vibes. Like
So, she a rapper, right?
yeah, she's
Yeah.
like she makes some good songs. She's not super mainstream, but she has, you know, some songs like that are
Yeah.
pretty, you know what I'm saying, popping.
So
And
she got enough money to get back home, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
yeah.
That's what I was confused about.
But you know it is quarantine, so the rappers ain't rapping right now.
You know,
Where's the
these
bag
other
coming from?
rappers, they
Hey,
pretty
I'm like,
bad.
shit. I don't know. Maybe drop that remix. You know
The
what
world
I'm
is shut
saying?
down right now.
Lionel, they don't get paid per hour though, bro. My nigga said they're rapping right now.
They're not
They
rapping
doing
right now,
no
sir.
shows, no booking. Shorty,
No
bag
appearances,
might
no
be a little
walkthrough.
dry.
But okay,
Nah,
so
nah.
so
They're
let
on
me,
OnlyFans right now.
Yo, who flew her out?
another rapper,
He's a rapper.
a
His
fellow
name is Little
rapper.
TJ.
Oh shit, that's a nope. That don't work.
Little TJ.
Yeah, man. That's no. You got to get you. He needs some more letters in his name, dude.
So here's what it
You know
for,
he ain't got no paper.
for me. It sounds like she
Two more letters,
it
it'll
sounds
take me
like
out.
she got flown out, right? I don't think the little
Yeah.
homie ever had any intentions on sending her back on no
It's a
flight.
one way.
Yeah, he
Probably
gave her a
not.
one way.
And
You
that's
dig?
really
So
fucked up, that part.
I wonder what
That
that
part.
conversation was
It's
like,
fucked
or if
up.
she even realized it was a fucking one way. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right. Like you know what a one way is?
you dig? You know what I'm saying? It seems
Living on
fucked
the
up. But let me
edge.
talk to my ladies though. Let me talk to the. I was gonna say the ladies are wilding out. God damn, I think I'm Nick Cannon in this bitch. Shit.
Ladies.
God damn.
Let's talk to our wild out later.
Right? Let's talk to the ladies a while. Let's talk to the ladies of no strings attached though, right? Okay, so I'm not saying this is y'all situation. Hypothetically speaking though, right? I'm just trying to get a woman's mindset on like what the fuck is your expectation going into this, right? It's clearly sex involved, right? I don't think a nigga's flying you out right now just to fucking, come kick it during quarantine. So
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. not.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like what the fuck is going through your head? So like he's flying you out. Let's put aside the one way for a second, right? Because that's probably the most fucked up part. But she literally got out there and was like on some stuck shit. So I'm trying to figure out like what the fuck is these conversations? I know niggas be in y'all DMs offering to fly out. Like how does this shit even go down? I'm not from the fly out generation.
God, oh God.
I mean, Nick has offered, and I'm honestly, if I have never met you, or like, I don't know, that's just weird to me. I'm not gonna fly out and just come kick it in your crib, and especially during quarantine times. Like, there's absolutely nothing for us to do but kick in your crib, watch Netflix, and have
Fuck.
sex. Like,
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not with that. Like, that's not something I would even consider. If it was like post quarantine and maybe we was communicating because we just met on the internet, okay, maybe because we can go out to some spots and shit. But
Yeah.
even
Okay, but
if a nigga bought a one way, like I wouldn't be expecting a nigga just to pay my whole flight out there. Like, okay, we can go half on the ticket. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not super to where I got to be like, oh yeah, you got to pay to get me there and get me back and take care of me while I'm there. Like, that's too much. I wouldn't ask the whole
okay,
nigga to do
you
that.
said that you would have to like have met them before, but what if you never met them, but you were kind of familiar with who they were? Like if it's like a kind of a known person, but not like not like Drake or some shit like that, but like a well-known person that you kind of are familiar with, but you never.
I mean, if
met.
we would like talk for like, you know what I'm saying, if I feel like I can vibe with you and we talked on the phone,
Yeah, that's
FaceTime,
probably
I'm
the
familiar,
situation.
then maybe, but I'm just not
Yeah.
gonna go fly out just because a nigga like, yeah, I'm gonna come bring you out here. Like, absolutely not. Not dude.
It's
You
definitely
know.
a risk. It's definitely a risk that you take. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to like trusting someone as far as that type of trip, especially for somebody that you haven't met in person, like for the first time. Because I did that last year. I had flown out to go and see someone that I was like talking to, but I hadn't met them in person. And that was the first time I'd ever done that. That shit was crazy.
Okay, where did you fly to?
It was nowhere special. It was like, actually, I don't even want to say it because it's really boring.
Hilarious.
You went
Say
there.
it, no.
No.
It's not even that boring. It's not like
It's a little
Wyoming or
it's a
something.
little boring. I was a
Went to El
little
Paso.
boring.
Hilarious.
I went to St. Louis.
You weren't flying there for excursions.
Yeah,
Huh?
You weren't flying there for excursions, so who cares how boring it is?
Hilarious.
I mean, true. But I mean, that was
Exactly.
something that, like, even then in that situation, like, I talked about what we were gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had a plan. Like, okay, so I was taking care of this, you taking care of that. You know what I'm saying? That's paid for. That's booked. All right, cool. We're good. As soon as I arrive, we're good. We ain't gotta worry about nothing.
So this is the part I want
I'm getting back home safely.
Right.
We got
Right.
somewhere to lay
That's
down.
already established.
We good.
Yeah.
But like, I have to have that security regardless of where I'm going, who it is. Like, I need to know that I am covered, and that's the type of like person that I am. So if I'm not feeling covered, or I would just basically cover myself. And if I don't feel comfortable in the whole situation entirely, then I just wouldn't fuck with it.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm able to get home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm
Right,
not gonna be stuck.
I would
That's
never
dumb,
go
like-
travel nowhere without my own bread. Like, I'm not just finna think
Yeah.
this nigga is finna take care of every little thing. Like, that nigga could fuck around and out pick me up from the airport. Then what? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
exactly. I'm like, always got to make sure you got some money in your pocket.
Yeah, you know when your
Extra
mom be
plan
like,
B, something.
Whoa.
when y'all are kids and your mom is like, I'll drop you, but like you need to figure out how you get.
All right, that Boost Mobile. Shout out to that Boost Mobile, Lionel.
I'm like, wait.
Listen,
Like, that's
shout
what
out
it's
to
like at some
that.
point.
Hold on, Lionel, you good? You all right over there? You
Lionel,
cut out a
you
little
cut
bit.
out.
Yeah, you cut out a little bit.
Right?
Oh, wait.
I'm just trying to make sure you good.
Can y'all hear me now?
Okay, yeah, you
now?
yeah, you good, pimp. Okay, so let me say this, ladies. So because I want to get to the shit, right? Because if somebody's flying
get
you,
to it.
yeah, because if somebody's flying you out, right? Yeah, y'all might go and go eat dinner somewhere, but the prime objective is the sexual escapades, right? Let's just keep shit 100, right? That's the prime objective. But let's say now you get out there and the energy is different, right? Talk to me, because if the expectation is I'm flying out here, it's going to be sex. Now you get out there and you're uncomfortable. How comfortable would you be in being like, you know what? Nah, it ain't gonna be sex, right? Or would you feel pressure to be like, well, fuck, that was the quote unquote plan. Talk to me.
We here now. Yeah.
I feel
You
like
here now.
if I'm getting flued out, it has to be someone that I'm extremely sexually attracted to where like when I see them, it's on and popping. Ain't no mix, you know what I'm saying? Because we gotta really vibe if I'm getting flown out just to get fucked. Like, I'm gonna have to fuck with you some kind of way, because there ain't no way it's gonna be any gray area for us to have any weird anything, because that I feel like you could peep that beforehand.
Hey, but Bree, I got a good example. Actually, I listened to a podcast and
Hold on, hold that. We're gonna go there next. Hold that. All right, go ahead,
You
bro.
already know what he gonna say.
I do, because he sent me something earlier.
No, this something else, Roy. This something else.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was
That
gonna
was
say,
funny.
Okay, go
no,
ahead.
so because we talked about something else earlier. No, so in that scenario with Bree talking about where she's basically like, yo, it's gonna be 100. Like when I get out there, you feel me? I'm gonna know that vibe. Well, thing is like I was listening to a podcast and dude was basically saying, his boy flew a female out, right? Everything was whoop. But when she got there, that nigga got on. First of all, he was with his main chick. You get me? When she got there. And so he tried to pawn.
That's the plot twist.
Yeah. And so he tried to pawn the chick he flew out on his homeboys. On some, go
Oh
party
shit!
with them niggas.
That's a real plot
So
twist.
Bree, what happens when a nigga fly you out, right?
Wow.
And then he got a main joint, and then he like, yo, Bree, go fuck with Lionel them. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. And then he tell the homies like, yo, y'all got her. You know what I'm saying? Boo, boo, boo.
God damn,
You get me?
it's very
That
rapey.
nigga really
My
fucked
ass
you over.
right back to the airport. And
To
take
the
my ass
airport?
home.
No, real shit.
I'm going
You got to
home,
go.
nigga.
Oh, you got me all the way
Or
fucked up.
depending where depending where I'm at, depending where I done flown to, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? If I got the means to get me a
Right.
little hotel Airbnb for a few days,
And chill
then
out.
I'll chill, you know what I'm saying? I'll enjoy the trip myself, but
Woo. Yeah, you got me
I'm
fucked
gone.
up if you do that.
No.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely not.
this is disrespectful.
Yeah.
I wish a
That's-
nigga would.
that's
That's
a
what
plot
that. I wish a nigga would. That would be the day.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying.
That's so
You got
disrespectful.
her too, so you know how that go.
I'm just saying it's
Disrespectful.
a
You're
lot
not
of.
gonna push me on to the entourage.
Hey, but I'm just saying though,
I know. I
Bree,
really flew you here for my homies.
it's a lot of paper out there in OVO though. That's all I'm saying. OVO got a lot of paper, so maybe I don't know.
This ain't look. If it's OVO, that's a little different. Okay? We're not talking about OVO. I'm thinking of some
Hey, Bree said,
Basic ass
I
niggas.
know who
They
Omi
talking
is.
about
You
regular
might have to
niggas.
chill. Hey, Bree, but he might you might be fucking with the nigga in the group that don't got an owl necklace. You did?
Yeah, don't fuck with
See,
that
no,
nigga.
Yeah, you fucking with the nigga with the owl earrings.
Yeah, leave that nigga alone.
I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Those are real scenarios though, where like
Weird.
niggas will
Yeah.
fly somebody out and then be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So the homies over here, like, what? Shout out to them
Yeah.
niggas though. Yeah, I mean.
I have never, I
Right,
have
they
yet
loyal.
to accept a fly out, and I probably never will.
Is it a bird move? How
They loyal
To
as fuck.
me, I just feel like I've been approached like that's the first thing a nigga say. I don't know you, so why you just assume I'm finna come out and come fuck on you?
Yeah, I
like,
think
first of all.
if you don't know a
And niggas
motherfucker,
be
yeah.
capping.
Yeah, they do. They be bullshit. They're like, oh, well.
They be
What kind of
capping.
cap?
'Cause whenever you really start talking about something, okay, so what's up? When? You know, like, oh, you know, let's set it up. They like, oh, well, you know what I'm
Mo full of
saying?
niggas.
Oh shit, this came up. I'm busy this weekend.
Oh, full of niggas cards.
Oh, you know
So
what?
what
I
do
didn't realize my
I
mom
waste
was
the
coming to town.
Time. Like, nigga, fuck
One
out
of
of
the
my
niggas
DMs.
during
That bullshit.
quarantine that was trying to fly me out to Atlanta.
Yeah.
He still got a girlfriend, and I seen
See?
they popped up on Twitter. I'm like, nigga, you was just
See?
talking about flying me out, and you got a whole bitch.
Yep. I'm telling, that's real shit.
You was gonna pop up to both of them.
So, ladies, when y'all never been flown out or even like traveled to meet a dude.
Mo
and, like,
just
that
told
nigga
you she
kinda
went to the.
switches up.
Mo just
You know,
told you
I
she was.
didn't
you
want-
feeling them. You
Mo
know what
was
I'm saying?
out
What
there in the
happened? Like,
loo.
what'd you do?
She was fucking with Nelly. You didn't hear her?
What did that
Nelly Mo? Yeah, what happened, Mo? Like when you wasn't feeling them once you got there, that nigga vibe was off. What'd you do?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he was a little bit like shy. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of just quieter. Like when I was first getting there. But I mean, you know,
Sorry, not-
gradually it kind of warmed up a little bit, and it was cool. Like he's a cool dude. Like we had a cool time. He's not as like outgoing, I feel like, as I am. So he was really kind of wanting to chill, and I was like, I only trying to send the Airbnb this whole time. Like, maybe
I'm
sit
bored.
down. Like, you know, yeah. Like I'm like,
Right.
okay, but yeah. I mean, other than that, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really haven't like talked to him since then. So,
That's
But-
crazy.
Yeah.
but
All
I
the
mean,
way
that
out of
nigga lives
there.
in a whole nother state, and I was just like, okay, like you're cool,
Yeah,
like
that's
you're
true.
cool people, but I
And who's
just
gonna keep
I don't want
flying
to fuck
out?
with you like that,
Yeah.
like, in the long way. So
Who's committed here?
it's okay. It's okay. Like it was. I
We
feel like it
good.
was kind of mutual. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay.
But y'all never ran into a dude that was maybe like too damn aggressive. Like you was like, yo, calm down, bro. Like we gonna get to it, but you felt like he was trying to rush it.
Me and my
Mhm.
homegirl in 2017, we drove all the way to Atlanta because we met a rapper,
All the way to
And-
Atlanta.
Hey, it's rappers in Atlanta.
and we went down there, and like it was kind of like it was cool, you know what I'm saying? Like just be around them and just experience, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But like all his niggas was just super like they East Atlanta niggas. They hella hood, so they hella aggressive. Like
Yeah.
all of y'all fucking ugly, teeth missing. Like I'm not fucking with none of y'all. Like
Right.
Jesus.
it
Wow,
was a
this
cool
is
little
crazy.
experience or whatever. Like,
I think
I
I remember
had
you telling me who
family.
the guy is, if I remember.
huh?
I think I remember that, like you telling me about meeting one of like my favorite producers at the time. Is this that guy?
No. Well, this is when I met 21 Savage. Like a
Oh,
long
okay,
time
okay.
21,
before
21.
he got popping. Like,
21,
before he
20, 20.
got
Nigga was 20. He was 20 Savage when you back.
That's still crazy. The fact that you went to hang out with 21 Savage is crazy. You should have played your cards right. I'm sorry.
Hey, Bree, did he have
No,
Bree, did he
because
have
I had a boyfriend at the time, and I could have smashed
Fuck that
my
boyfriend, Brie.
But I was like, no. He was like, do you want to cheat on him? I was like, no.
Whoa.
That's a good question,
Oh
ladies.
my
Y'all
gosh, you are
cheating on your
queen.
man if
You fumbled the
stupid,
bag.
Stupid.
if someone famous coming to you,
Brie fumbled the bag.
you gonna cheat?
Hold on. Say it again, Mo.
Huh?
Say it again, Mo.
I said if you had the opportunity to fuck with a famous person, would you cheat on your partner?
Mm.
I mean, I did, and I still said no. Like,
Right.
I
He was
look,
20
see,
Savage though. You didn't know he was gonna be 21.
I was a big 21 Savage fan. So at that time, like when I first I bumped into this nigga on accident down an alley, and I was like, oh my
That's
god,
crazy.
like starstruck. Like I was like,
And
Brie,
he
you
had a
missed
phone
your
jack.
blessing. The stars aligned. Y'all were supposed to meet. You literally.
Well, like,
just,
I'm still cool with a lot of his homeboys and stuff. Like, when they come down to concerts and stuff, like, they came to San Antonio. We was backstage with them and everything. Like, it's still love. Like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? They show love, so.
Right.
Okay,
It's
cool,
weird.
cool. Okay, cool.
It's weird.
If I'm, I'm definitely gonna try to finagle something. I'm gonna be like, like, yeah.
I was
y'all
trying to
made
be
a
more
very
of like
close
a
to that.
cool person and not just like some groupie. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like,
That's true.
remember, like, y'all gonna fuck with me, not just because I was trying to fuck on y'all nigga. Like,
Right.
no.
Right.
No.
I let my friend do that.
Damn.
Yeah, somebody
got
got to do it though.
Yeah.
Hold on. What you say, Lionel? Shit.
You gotta have a down
Somebody
friend.
has to do it.
God damn. So
Somebody got to do it.
one of the friends got to
It's what
take
it
some.
is.
One of the
What a
friends.
statement.
One of the friends got to take
Otherwise,
some
what
dick
do
for the
we-
team.
yeah, what are we here
No,
for?
it's true
What
though.
the
It's
fuck?
true.
What do you
But
mean
let's
it's true,
see-
Mo?
It's true. Like if you want to get in there, you gotta have a friend that's willing to like be.
That's
That's
TT
gonna
It
take
is.
one for the team, and she took
yeah.
it.
And
Somebody
look,
gotta be
see,
trained to know.
listen,
Grenade. You had
actually,
somebody
Naomi-
take. Okay.
Naomi was just talking about this on Twitter recently. She was like that she has a friend that like really actually is like physically attracted to the weekend, and Naomi loves the weekend, but she would like she's not like attracted to him like that. So she was like, "See, it's good that I got this friend. So if we ever had a concert or something, you know what I'm saying, we in there because she's fucking with him. Like
Hilarious, nigga.
she's like,
I
I
got
just want
somebody
to smoke with
that's
that
trained
nigga.
to
Like,
know.
what's up?
Hey, I
I'm
didn't
ready.
know. Hey, I didn't know females had the you know what I'm saying, the chick in the group that they know, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I like this.
I mean, I don't think
Good
I have one
information.
currently, but yeah, they out
It's
there.
it's very
That shit
easy,
funny.
especially if you like, bro. This shit it's real easy.
Oh, y'all be
Like,
shooting.
okay, I'm gonna tell you something. So P&B Rock came to a concert, and me and my homegirl, all we did was like walk outside, like right where their tour bus is, and they saw us get out the car, and then they told us to come on the bus.
Yeah. Yeah, dudes are easy.
I'm telling you, you just gotta play your cards right.
That didn't happen on the bus, cause but yeah, it's
Yeah.
that easy.
Allegedly,
It's easy.
I
allegedly.
Play
mean,
your
you
cards
really
right.
don't even gotta
Easy
do
work.
much.
Ain't no allegedly.
Allegedly.
Now, see, look, there is
My shit is on tape, nigga. Real shit.
What'd you say, Mo?
No, I'm saying there was that time it was during South by. It was years ago. It was like 2015, I think. It's a long time ago. Anyway, that was a great year. But I was at some event or some shit for South by Southwest, and I was standing waiting for my friends because they was going and getting food and stuff. And then this dude just comes up to me and was like, "Hey, come with me." I was like, "Okay."
Like,
And so I went.
Who was it?
And there was like a house like on the place where we were at. Like there was a house and there was like a yard. That's where everybody was at getting food and stuff. Going there and there's like people in there like sitting playing dominoes. There's girls in there. They're drinking, chilling, just vibing. I was like, okay. And then a little bit later, this nigga YG comes down. And we're like, okay. So they was gonna leave. I was like, okay. So I linked up with them later and was like mobbing down through downtown Austin with YG and his people. And we went like kind of backstage to J. Cole's concert because he had a surprise concert that year. At South by. That shit was
That's
lit.
fucking
And then
I
they
crazy.
were talking
remember
about
that
going,
year. It was the Pandora. He had the Pandora venue or whatever.
I think so. But yeah, I was like, and then see like the everybody started going to the hotel room, but at that point I was by myself, like, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go find my friends. We good.
Only if I was with you, Monique. God damn it.
Facts.
Hey, let me ask y'all this. I saw this shit earlier today. Is this like what the hell's going on? Did Erica Mena start an OnlyFans as well?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw
They
She
that.
did?
smart.
Shout out this.
Erica Mena has OnlyFans.
It's going
They're
down.
probably not putting nothing on there, but people are gonna be so curious they're gonna pay.
Yeah, not me, but
We finna start seeing all the celebs come on OnlyFans now
Well,
that
I
Beyonce
don't-
mentioned it in the song.
but I don't know if it's gonna be celebs like that. I think it's gonna be like certain.
No.
It's gonna be a tier of celebs. that
It's
might
gonna be
start.
like-
reality TV
Yeah.
personalities,
BNC.
Instagram models.
Yeah,
you know
that's
who-
definitely
You know
gonna
who
be
could
influenced by
get
it.
all the bag on OnlyFans? It's fucking Drea. She don't even got to do shit on there. She can just like put up that she got OnlyFans. These niggas will lose
Sweetie,
their
just
mind.
pull up your jeans.
Yeah, these niggas will
No,
lose
for
their
real.
mind for Drea.
Seriously.
Promotion jeans. Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
Just
I would pay for her OnlyFans.
You would get paid.
hilarious. Hilarious.
These my
I won't
background
pay for no
on my phone right now.
OnlyFans.
Who, Drea? How the fuck did Drea get so popular out of nowhere? Like,
I don't fucking know.
You want to know? Because
Talk to
honestly,
me.
she was a real bad bitch on reality TV, and everyone hated her. And then she really just stopped
everybody
being
hated
on the show. And then the show ratings went down, and then she went up on Instagram.
I mean, it's just crazy because like you see beautiful women, like especially on the internet, right? You can see beautiful women are a dime a dozen. It's nothing special. You get me?
Yeah,
So I'm just impressed that like they give a fuck that she's attractive. You get me? Like there's beautiful women everywhere, and they're like younger. They don't have kids. Like I don't get it. Like Drea got all this attention. And I shout out to her, but it makes me wonder like if it's more because women admire Drea versus dudes like dudes like they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll fuck anything.
They
on
sure
there.
don't.
It has to be a female fan base she has.
I think it's because like she put herself out there. Like she was like talking about her wholeness is deleted. She wrote a book talking about she fucked over 150 niggas. She made herself.
Oh, I missed that. Shit, yeah, I missed that too. Shit.
Wow. Okay.
Y'all didn't see that interview?
Hell no.
I know that she said, okay,
she
so at what point does the homeless get
sex with
deleted?
over 150 men, and it was written about it in her book.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, shit. No wonder Orlando Scandrick had to go ahead and dip out. I see you. Okay, I understand now.
She's like
Jesus.
She's like the present day superhead.
Hilarious, nigga. Don't put her in
I
that.
had no idea, to be honest with you. No idea.
I didn't either.
But I don't want to say that she's
then
not like moving that same kind of way, but she holds that like I would put obviously Superhead and like Kim Kardashian and Drea, like those are like that's the same kind of girl if you ask me.
Amber Rose.
Yeah,
like
Amber
all
Rose.
of them,
For
they all made themselves, you know what I'm saying, out in the public, like, hey, this is me. This is how I used to move in the streets. This isn't me anymore. Here's my brand. Here's my new man. You know what I'm saying? They literally leveled themselves up, and people fuck with them still. Like,
no, that's a great
I ain't
point.
mad at the level up.
That's a great observation.
I'm not mad at the level up.
I keep trying to tell
See,
folks.
that's the thing. Is like a regular woman can't really do that though.
Hold on. When you say a regular woman, do you mean a non-hoe, Bree? What are you saying when you say a regular woman?
What do you mean a regular woman?
What I mean, say
They
a
were
regular
regular.
woman. When it comes to the thing is that it's like niggas will praise women that are, you know, super, super bad, super famous, Instagram models, et cetera, et cetera. It don't matter what the hell she did in her past because I'm gonna fuck with her regardless. Or I really, you know what I'm saying, like whatever. But whenever it comes to a regular ass woman who may have the same confidence or the same,
Got you.
maybe
like they don't
background.
have that level.
It's like,
of,
well, you know, I can't fuck with a girl that's this and third, but yet y'all praise these other women who, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah. Listen, and there's colorism in that too. I don't really want to get into it.
There's a lot of isms in there.
Yeah,
there's colorism, fatism, because that's why people don't like Lizzo because she's big.
That's JC. Hold on, let me take 2 seconds. Happy birthday to JC. Shout out to my man JC.
Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
This nigga,
Happy birthday,
happy
homie.
birthday to JC. This
Way to
nigga
kick off tourist
This
season.
nigga didn't come on the show because of his birthday as if he had somewhere to go. Anyway, go ahead.
Hey man, maybe he went out.
Right, exactly.
Right,
Go
on the
ahead.
first day that you could go out, he's stepping out.
This
Maybe he
nigga,
went to the club, man. It's packed right now.
nigga trying to go salsa dancing. Go ahead, nigga.
But no, man, you know, like we all know that like aesthetically good-looking people get passes in life. You get me? Like the dudes get good-looking tall dude get passes. The good-looking women get passes. So this is right up that alley.
How
But
about
this is
good-looking
like,
short dudes? How about good-looking short dudes?
What you say?
How about good-looking short dudes? That'll be
You
me.
got money, they got you.
Shit, I'm in
You
between.
got money, you did.
All right, go ahead. I'm in between.
But no, man, like I mean, think about it. Like most entertainers are short dudes outside of ball players. So, but no, man, I'm just saying it's a lot of colorism though, because when you look at
Well, Cash is observative.
if you look at those women though, like they all have a very similar skin tone. You know what I'm saying? They have a very similar look. No one's ever really been like, yo, they straight up hoes. But if you get like a certain, like if you look at like darker women, they don't get that kind of pass. And like real talk, white women don't even get that pass. They got a certain look about them that's really like it's
ambiguous.
like a general look. You know what I'm saying? It's like this European kind of, and they get a pass.
Definitely.
They get a pass. You know what I'm saying? And I personally, I don't give a fuck who they have sex with. but I'm not going to praise them for fucking a lot of people either. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But they definitely get a pass.
Hey, Mo makes a good point though, because like, if you on reality TV and you admit that you had sex with 150 people, nobody moves. If
Bro, they love it.
If you a chick that works, you know what I'm saying, at the little company around the corner and say you had sex with 150 niggas, nobody wants to talk.
Oh yeah, on your neck, bro. They gonna swear she ain't never gonna get married. All that.
Tell you why.
Yeah, that's gonna be bad.
Hey, if you had sex with 5 niggas in a calendar year, you like, oh, you had sex with 5 niggas in 2019? Oh, bitch, you a hoe. Like, Jesus.
Hey, but the same dude calling them a hoe follows Amber Rose on Instagram. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's how these niggas are. That's how they are.
That shit corny, bro. That whole shame and that whole thing.
Hold on. So my nigga, in the chat, Trail said that, I don't know what he was talking about specifically, but he said that niggas ain't really fucking with Black China. I don't know. She be getting flown out.
That's what I'm saying. Look at her look.
But she be getting flown the fuck out.
We definitely are not fucking with Black China.
Nah, cause she
Black China, like she is so botched. It's sickening.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the perfect word, is botched.
Right. She ain't attractive like that. You feel me?
It's even sad to like say that. That's sad to have to say about someone, but that's really the case.
That's fucked up.
Look at the Kardashian. Like, look at their family, right? And look at who got all the bodies on their record. And then look at the ones who don't really got as many bodies. You get me? Like, Khloe couldn't have been out here fucking a bunch of dudes. People would have been looking at Khloe like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Because she ain't the hot sister. You feel me?
She ain't the hot sister. Hilarious.
She could have still been the thought of the
Real
family.
shit, though. She ain't the hot sister.
Yeah, but she's still a Kardashian, so she could still be a thought.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Make
You
no
can
mistake.
tell, like, her image isn't like the girl who goes. Her image is like the sister who always wants to be in a relationship, right? But if you look at Kendall Jenner, nigga, she fucked with Devin Booker, Blake Griffin,
Ben
Simmons. Like, this is
Jordan Clarkson from my high school.
Get me?
I don't understand why people clocking other people's pussies, because that's none of y'all's business.
No, I don't care, but I'm just saying.
I'm not saying you,
like,
but I'm just saying as a whole, like, I don't understand why people are so fascinated about who. If it's not your nigga that she fucking, why do you care?
Right. Do your thing. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. It really don't.
It's just because we're in a space in time where there's a big shift. Obviously, guys used to be one kind of way with women and think one kind of way about women, feel one kind of way about women. Now women are coming to a space where they are feeling their own thing, doing their own thing, and not
independence, right?
So there's kind of a struggle between like the guy realizing, holy shit, like what is it, like where's the woman going, and the woman, you know.
When we talk guys, it's white men, like men in this country, they're the ones that make
literally all races. It's all racist because all races have like been so sexist for centuries on centuries on centuries. So now having women be in this position is so different for the whole world. We've never been able to see women in
and
this,
it's everywhere capacity. Because in even other countries, men can have multiple wives, but let a woman do that in another country.
For sure.
It's gonna be like that to the end of time.
Other countries are extremely sexist. I was just talking about like America. Yeah. Growing up
so
in
that's
like
what
black
makes
household, it ain't.
But this
black
kind of time, that's what
typically
makes the
sexist.
Amber Rose and that's what makes the Amber Roses and the Dreas like a spectacle, because we are in a different kind of time. So it's like,
but
let's watch and see. Like, we never seen no shit like this. We haven't seen, like, even Marilyn Monroe was considered like the hoe of the world, and like she was super like classy, and like it wasn't like the obnoxious kind of thing. Like now it's super obnoxious and in your face.
Can I interject this into the conversation though? Because I don't disagree with what you're saying, Lionel. But let me interject this into the conversation though, because what happens, and this is why it potentially can become an issue, is because when men are quote unquote like famous men are praised for sleeping with a lot of women, you don't see other men trying to sleep with a lot of women with the hopes of becoming famous. But it's become kind of like a thing now to where women feel like if they fuck a bunch of the right kind of guys, that can make them personally famous now. And I think that can become problematic. You know what I'm saying?
But I have an interjection.
But who makes
you
famous?
I'm sorry. You said who? I don't know. Both of y'all. I don't know what did you say, Mo?
I was gonna say I'm not condoning the activity.
You're not condoning hoeing, hilarious.
I'm okay, but what I'm saying is that the reason that they feel okay to have that confidence to be like, oh well, you know what I'm saying, if I do this, I'll get this, you know, type of shit, is because there are probably situations where niggas is promising that type of shit because that's all they have to offer.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
real talk.
I mean, at that point, they're like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna get something from it. And it's just like, okay, that's all these niggas want for something in exchange for me that's gonna benefit me.
Oh,
No,
shit.
And then
yeah.
niggas wanna turn around and
Oh,
act
oh,
like they
100%.
Let me do this. Let's move on. I want to get into the other topic because I want Lionel to comment before he got to take off. So, Cash sent me something. Cash, I want you to set this up. Talk to me about this other scenario that happened, dog. Now, this is a little fucked up, but go ahead, Cash. Break this down for me.
It was kind of like what we were talking about earlier about like dudes flying y'all out, right? Having sex expectations and shit like that. But it kind of segues off what you guys were just saying about like if a dude's kind of like flashing his money, right? Like you kind of condone a female finessing him, right? Like for what she can. But
Right.
the thing is like when you're in that finessing stage, right? Like the female's trying to get what she can out of the dude's, you know, flashing his money or whatever to get the pussy, then like what happens like this topic me and Roy were talking about was on some sexual assault shit. Cause what essentially happened was the dude was paying for everything the whole night, right? Had the girl, she came through, right? Late night, all that shit. He trying to take her clothes off and shit, and like inevitably she was like, nah, I'm good. You get me? And so he didn't end up like doing anything physically to her, but what he did was he dropped her off in the middle of the hood, essentially, and like left her. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not funny, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But the point is that, you know, what me and Roy was talking about basically was like, where's the accountability on both parties, right? To set a real boundary and an expectation, so that those type of scenarios don't happen as much. Now, let's be clear. There's rape, right? Which no one's condoning. And then there's motherfuckers that be lying about shit, right? But then there is
that are lying.
Yeah, they're just people that be lying. You know what I'm saying about like what happened, right? But there is an area in between where you take two people with the right intentions, and then as they meet each other and start interacting, one person starts to basically finesse the other person, right, to get what they want, and then the other person's looking around like a fucking idiot. So we were just talking about like y'all in the club, right? You, Bree and Mo, y'all in the club. Dude buying y'all drinks and shit the whole night, right? Right. At what point do you kind of make it clear with dude or dudes like, yo, you know, like we appreciate the drinks, but because you could tell them dudes on some like, yo, y'all all females tonight, we gonna buy y'all drinks. In return, you dig? Like, where's the cutoff at? Because at some point, there has to be accountability on both sides. But like, yo, you are leading this nigga on, but you spending his money. You feel me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think girls love to do that, honestly.
Wait.
Yeah.
The leading on part. Let me tell you. So there is a such thing as pretty girl privilege, because you know
I just talked about it. Yeah.
When we go in the club, it is quite often that men want to offer their money, whether it's drinks, whether it's buying a hookah, whether it's doing anything.
100%.
I don't like go in the club and think, oh yeah, I'm finna finesse a nigga. Like that's never the first thing on my mind, because I'm never going out and just not having bread to where I can't have a good time on my own, like first. But like from my experience, I've had deal with men that want to buy me a drink and stuff, and they're like, oh, you're not gonna dance with me. Like, why do you assume that you're doing something that you wanted to do, that you deserve something in return, when I did not ask you to do that? So to me, I feel like there's a certain point to where you gotta pump the brakes on, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes niggas don't catch the hint. They think if they spending money, they should get something in return. This is not a strip club, and I'm not a prostitute. So you're not gonna sit here and think just because that you spending a little $8 that I'm finna just twerk on you for the rest of the night.
Facts. Facts. Bro. And you know what's
So
crazy is that makes me think of that situation where it was that one nigga when we was leaving the club that one time, and it was that girl selling turkey legs outside. And I was like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want a turkey leg, whatever, whatever. He was like, oh, cool, I'll buy you one, whatever. I was like, all right, cool. And then right before he buys it, he's like, what you finna do if I buy you this turkey leg? I'm like, nigga, didn't nobody ask you for no fucking turkey leg, first of all.
Right.
Second of all, I can buy this all myself and I'll go the fuck home by myself. Like, don't play with me. You gonna either buy it or not, and you're not getting shit. Like,
Right.
that's the thing
And-
that I think that's the thing that pisses me off is whenever somebody like doesn't even I'm not asking no nigga for nothing. Like I will not. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna ask you to buy me a drink. I'm not gonna ask you to do this and the third unless I know you and like we're friends or something. That's an okay situation, you know, but if it's just some dude, I'm just like I want to get some drinks off of him, but no, I'm not gonna do all that. And like I feel like most times if it comes to someone that I feel like I'm not trying to like linger around all night. We're gonna move around. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna sit there
quickly
and just be we're gonna be out of there quickly. Like bye.
because niggas like, and even to where they seem cool at first and they buy a drink and then they buy my friend when they keep old. You know what I'm saying? There are some that keep it real cute and just keep it moving. Like they don't want nothing. They real. You know what I'm saying? You can tell they're a gentleman. They don't mind. You know what I'm saying? They doing it out of the kindness of them to be like, yeah, I fuck with Shorty and her friends, so I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna spend a little something on them. Like that's some real player shit. But when you're expecting favors afterwards, after you're the one that offered me, absolutely not. Like, oh, like niggas want to be like, oh, I bought you a drink, you gotta give me your number, or you gotta, you know what I'm saying, just little shit. Like that's real creepy, rapey vibes. Like you're weird. Like, and I, you know what I'm saying, for that girl situation, I feel like she was the type of female that probably, you know what I'm saying, tricks off of niggas or the niggas trick off on her and she's used to, you know what I'm saying, kind of getting her way. But that one nigga wasn't really having it. So he felt played. So he was like, okay, you play me, I'm gonna play you type of situation.
Right.
So as a woman on her part, she should have been a little bit smarter and been like, okay, once you kind of leaving with a nigga, a nigga should never think, oh, since I did all this, she owes me sex, because that's absolutely not the
Hold
case.
on, you said a
But-
nigga.
but
Hold
as
on.
a
You
woman-
said a nigga shouldn't think that.
No, you shouldn't.
Okay.
A man should not automatically assume just because, of course, logically, we all know if it's past 2 a.m. and you're leaving with a nigga, shit finna go down.
Yeah, that's the
But you
expectation.
should, honest to truth, to God, as a man, you should not automatic. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's just let's be smart about it. But if you really think about it, like if a girl just hit up, you know what I'm saying, somebody, and she just want to talk because she may be going through some shit, that nigga probably think he finna fuck, but maybe she really just wanted to chop it up with him. Like it was a whole like debate on Twitter that men shouldn't always feel obligated just because it's past a certain time that we automatically owe you some pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we like. What?
No, yeah, listen, I agree. I think we all agree though that like no one owes you sex. You get me? Like, let's be very fucking clear. But let's also be adults. If a dude been kicking, and y'all smart girls, right? Like y'all have to have seen females to where you looking at this girl and you're like, yo, she's not finna fuck this nigga, right? But she's grinding on him the whole night. He buying her drinks. You feel me? And y'all looking at her like, yo, she doing too much. And then she end up leaving with the same nigga. And you like, yo, what the fuck? And you know she's not fucking dude. You get me?
But,
Me,
that's
like,
what I did say though. That's why I'm like, you have to know. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, I know if I meet a nigga in the club and he trying to leave with me at the end of the night, you know what I'm saying? I already know what's finna go down because I'm not a stupid, naive woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm smarter than that. I'm not finna go leave with no nigga that I don't plan on doing shit with. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? That's just that.
And the time thing is a real thing though, right? Because there's an appropriate time to do everything. I remember being in a fucking park at like 9 p.m. and a cop banged on my window. I was like, yo, you can't be in the fucking park. I was like, nigga, 9 o'clock. This ain't now, but you know, this is years back. So time is a thing. If a nigga's hitting you up at a certain time, right? Let's say hypothetically both y'all got a dude. I'm pretty sure that your dude gonna be like, yo, why the fuck is this nigga calling you at 2 a.m? You feel me?
Of course.
2 p.m. and 2 a.m. are two totally different, vibes. So that's the thing is like, and that's what me and Roy were talking about earlier. At least that's what I was telling him was like, again, no one's condoning anybody forcefully taking pussy, or vice versa, if that's a thing. But at the same time, it's like, bro, where's the accountability from you seeing the way this dude's moving, right? And you're like, all right, I'm either he's doing too much, I'm doing too much, but I gotta hit the eject button because, like you said, Mo, that nigga asked you straight up, like, yo, if I buy you this, right, what are you gonna do for me? And you was like, nah, I'm good. Some women may play, they may be like, shit, I don't know. You get me?
Yeah.
And then you create a situation. So, Lionel, talk to me, baby. Talk to me.
No, I hear you 100%. I agree. That's important because it's like the saying of like not putting your arm in the alligator's mouth, like not sticking it all the way in there and like expecting not to get bit. Like you got to understand like the way that men are hardwired, and then guys got to understand the way women are hardwired, and that anything could affect them and like make them change their minds. So that's one thing.
Shit.
And then girls have to understand that. Yeah, for real. And then girls have to understand like, obviously this guy is here for this reason. Like he's not just doing all this for nothing. Like that's a heavy energy. So I know you pick up on it, but the issue is like that. I feel like there's 50% of girls. Like I feel like it's 50-50. Like there's 50% of real ones and 50% of girls that love to play games and like they like that energy and like to kind of like grab the upper hand in that energy and like that makes them feel some kind of way. To like know that they're warranted and like kind of manipulate that a little bit and like play with it and like knowing that they're not gonna go far. So like that definitely is an issue, and that puts them in a situation like you don't want to be a female and put yourself in a situation where this guy is raging of testosterone now and making a irrational decision that because that shit is real and that's how it be going down. Those like love crimes or passion crimes, whatever, or like rape or anything like that. So it's like just moving accordingly and not playing yourself because. For real, that's like super, super intense energy to like mess with.
So Mo
like if
and
somebody
Bree,
wants you and you like playing with that, that's crazy.
Right. Hey, Mo and Bree, do y'all have have y'all known girls the way you were like, yo, she's doing too much? You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't, you know what I mean? Like you like, yo, she ain't even like that, or she don't even like dude like that, but she basically leading this dude on, and you like, yo, like you should probably tone that shit down. You feel me? Or she may just be in a situation where she in the club.
Did the same person come into your mind, Monique?
Probably not.
Well, I mean, like the person I'm thinking about, like she would like, you know what I'm saying, do a little much, but she was the type of female that was on go. Like she would, if you seen her parlaying with a nigga in the club doing a lot, she was fucking that nigga. Like it went nothing to be like, oh yeah, she not gonna do it. No, she gonna do it. You know what I'm saying, and be willing. Like, so I you know what I'm saying, I've never had like a friend that like purposely was out like. Well, I actually have known a female that every time they go out, that was their, you know what I'm saying, oh, some nigga buying, like me and Mo talk shit, be like, you know what I'm saying, we'll talk our shit just because we know it's gonna happen. Like, not to sound cocky or, you know.
No, I get it.
It is what it is. But like, I've known females that literally go out with zero bread and literally expect niggas to pay for their shit the whole motherfucking night. Like, the whole night.
And
niggas like that.
That's crazy to me.
And niggas will follow them around, be like, oh, why you over here talking to these niggas when I over here just bought you all these drinks? And niggas be like that, you know what I'm saying? Yep. But like, that was the type of girl, it was Des, that girl. She was just the type of girl that was just very, just...
Hey,
right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shit.
I had known somebody who was...
You know what I'm saying?
I had known somebody who was kind of like that. Like she was the type to like, I guess, be more so of like a tease, and then like when it came down to like some real shit, she'd be like kind of like acting offended. You know what I'm saying? And it's like whenever she would tell me about shit like that, or I would hear about shit like that, I just like it's just.
My girl,
I mean, I'm not. Me and that girl don't like. I'm not friends with that girl because she's just too much. It is too much. I'm like, girl,
like you put yourself in a position, because if this were a perfect world, you could do that and you'd be fine. You just go home. But this ain't a perfect world, and some shit could go down. Like when you playing those kind of games.
Hey, so I don't want to offend the ladies, but I might offend the ladies right now, because Dave Chappelle had a joke back in the day that said, you know what I'm saying? If I see somebody in a cop uniform, I'm going to assume that they're a cop. Now, if you just wearing a goddamn costume, then shame on you. That's not my fault, right? Because you got a fucking cop outfit on. So I'm going to apply that to being out in the club. if from a male's perspective, typically if men see somebody that they feel like is dressed a certain way, they're gonna get a certain vibe in their mind, like, oh, okay, I see, I see potentially what's going down here. Would y'all
Good
fault?
thing we're in 2020.
Well, I'm just saying you can't. I'm saying you can't fault a man for looking and being like, oh, okay, she might be with the shit.
Oh, honey, I know. I can walk down the next and I'm catching eyes. It don't matter what I'm wearing. I may
that
catch
shit,
a little
Bree.
bit more.
Talk that
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? I got my titties out ass poking, but that don't mean it's like a big fuck me sign on my forehead. Like, no. Maybe if you see me walking down the motherfucking downtown, that maybe means I'm selling something. If I'm in the club, this is appropriate. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, it's.
What say you,
Now that I
Roy
think
Mac?
about it, no way, y'all.
Go ahead, Lionel.
Y'all, now that I think about it,
Yeah.
that's such a real perspective. And it's really, I do not support that perspective because it's crazy. But I've been out with friends before and they're like, bro, look at her. Like, she look like she want to get fucked. It's just like, how can someone look like they want to
Yeah.
get fucked? Like, that's
No, like
crazy.
that, if I'm in the club and I'm dressed in club attire, that dumbass shit is dumb. But if you see me walking down a fucking street up and down, that looks like I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm working. If that's what I
Yeah.
did.
She said I'm working.
I'm
But no,
working.
If
even
that's
because
what
I watched
did,
this.
you know what I'm saying?
No, but I
You
watched this
can't tell me
documentary.
that I look
I
a
watched the
certain type of way.
documentary. No, it wasn't a
Oh, I
documentary.
see,
It
I
was
see.
Jocelyn's Cabaret. I watched Jocelyn's Cabaret, and she had a prostitute that was working like on the streets
Yes.
of Miami. They pulled up on her, but she had regular clothes on. It's not like she even looked like a prostitute. Like, I would have never guessed.
Right.
Well, yeah,
You
because
know?
you gotta be discreet. That shit's illegal. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Something like back
Oh
in
yeah,
the
touche.
day.
That's a good. Okay, yeah, that's probably the thing. Yeah.
You can't just be, you know what I'm saying?
But the reason I asked the
But
question is
that
because
whole-
the reason I asked the question though is because, like, okay, if you're a guy, you going to the club. Let's be very, very real. Guys aren't going to the club to meet a friend, right? Let's be honest, right? You're trying to go see what's popping. If you could get something that night, you're trying to see what's good. And typically you gonna look around, see what motherfuckers is looking like, and if you got on certain attire, most men will be like, all right, cool, let's see what let's see what she talking about tonight. You dig? Now,
No, that's predatory raping.
No!
Energy. You shouldn't be looking for a tire. You should be looking for like.
That's freaky
Baddest bitch in the
era
club, or
that
like-
you're talking
time
about.
out. Hold on. So you don't look to see what a woman has on?
I mean,
That's
you should
fine,
not be
but you
looking
can't
for
just
like.
look at me and assume.
Not the fuckable attire. You're not looking for fuckable attire. You're looking for like the bad bitch, or maybe like a fat ass, or
Right.
maybe some good thighs, or
Hey,
a
listen.
pretty
You
face,
can, you know
but
what I'm
not
saying?
like
You
going
can
and saying, "Let me
imagine
see."
you know what I'm saying?
No. We don't imagine in the club.
You're not thinking.
It's
Let
too
me see
dark.
what on.
It's too
Hold on,
dark.
Roy.
How
Clear
do
it up,
you
Roy.
feel about this?
Hey, what are you saying, Roy Mac? Clear it up, man.
They talking about like you can imagine. What the fuck am I imagining? Not imagining
No, that's
shit.
so dumb. So okay, so you're telling me if you and your wife went out and she wanted to wear a sexy dress, you telling me that you're not gonna let her wear that because she's gonna be out there like trying to give her pussy up or something?
Well, first of all, you buried the lead. That's why I got married to her, right? So that's why I'm married. So that's different. I'm talking about single people going to a club, right? And you presenting yourself in a certain light, right?
What's the certain like showing cleavage?
I don't fucking know. I don't go to the goddamn club. I sit in the house and paint and fucking garden. I don't know what the
You
fuck
have
you
to
want
So
me to
you
tell
Bob
realize-
Ross now.
No, you
Yeah.
have to see that
Right.
anything that you have to see that anything that you're thinking, any like pre-assumption that you have, that's literally all your thing that's in your head. Like you can't look at someone and then say, "Oh, this is what this person was intending. This is what they're thinking and doing." Anything that you're thinking that they're thinking is literally coming from your
So let me
perspective.
ask you.
Like,
So
that's
hold
your
on.
mind, like,
So let me ask all y'all a question. Why are women coming to the club dressed like that then? If
Because
I'm not,
it's fucking cute
Women like to have
hold
And it
on,
looks-
hold on, Bree.
and
So
it looks cute on my body. and
women,
I like
lit-
how I look
hold
in
on,
it.
Bree. Women literally come to the club in outfits that they can't walk in or sit down in.
Not me.
Okay,
Monique,
go ahead, Mo.
please chime
Talk
in.
to me,
Help
Sister Mo.
Help me.
So let me just tell you something.
Go ahead, Mo.
Uh-oh.
This is the time
For
where
me,
Sister Mo
anyway.
yells at me. Go ahead, Mo.
When it comes to me looking good in the club, if I'm gonna be having a nice outfit on, whatever, it's honestly like I think it's kind of annoying sometimes whenever it's just like a lot of men have the assumption that shit is for them because like real life I came in that hoe to stunt. Like I came in that hole to stunt on these bitches in here. And it's really not about y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because okay, y'all know how niggas got their little competitive shit when it comes to designer and they fits and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, I'm finna be in that bitch just right up there with the other bad bitches in this hole. And that's how it is. I'm not gonna walk in the spot and not be confident that I'm stunting on these bitches. Like that's the main reason I like to get dressed up and get real cute in the heels and everything, because I'm gonna be a bad bitch in here. Like
it makes you feel good.
Like it's really a good feeling.
Yeah, Roy Mack.
That sounds good.
Yeah, Roy Mack.
And
Roy, this is
honestly for me.
You say what?
I was gonna say honestly for me, personally for me, I could go to the club and be like not even really looking for no niggas there. I'll just be in that hole just to be in that hole, like because I think that's just always the thing, and that is normally the narrative when it comes to going to the club and shit. Yeah, you looking for something, but like I'm one of the types of people where it's like I could really go with some people that I really fuck with and just have a good time and drink and dance and just really like it's memories for me, because like I got hella memories of me and Bree drinking and having fun at the bars.
Just having a great old fucking time. Us two not worried about a goddamn motherfucking thing.
Like there's times I walk into bars and places with flats on, fucking sneaks, some shit. I'm like, I'm not even in here trying to be like that. I'm just fuck it. We in here.
You're not in there trying to be seen per se. You know what I'm saying? Like I can. It's it's just it's a different type of energy. I feel like some women, they could go in there having intentions on wanting, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that still exists too, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like, really, like if you can tell when a certain person walk in the room and they just have that kind of energy where people, you know what I'm saying, it don't matter what the fuck you got on. People are going to want to be around you regardless. So I feel like that whole going in to get attention, that for me and Monique, that shit is inevitable.
Well, fuck y'all.
Boss talk.
Well, yeah. Well, fuck y'all.
Period.
Well, fuck y'all.
It is what it is.
No,
Period.
I wanted to know, but I wanted to bring that up though, because that goes I believe that goes directly into what Cash was talking about with that scenario, in which because we're talking about sexual expectations, right? And so like it's sexual, like everything is sexual energy to me, right? I don't, because y'all already know. I've said it 1,000 times on this show. I don't think that men and women are just friends. I think everything is sexual energy. I know y'all disagree with that, but fuck y'all. So I think
everything is not sexual energy.
Yeah, well, not everything, but you know what I mean. I'm talking about like when you're out in that environment. Well, everything is sexual energy. When it comes to men and women,
shows his age very much.
When it comes to
I know he does show his age.
No, listen, y'all are tripping. Here's the deal: y'all are men and women.
There they go.
Men and women have one purpose on this planet. That's it. It ain't no.
But what if you're not attracted to that male or not attracted
Roy, we
to
are
that
not
female?
nomads.
What the hell are you talking about, nomads?
Like it's not like we have no choice but to
Watch
procreate
this.
in a fight.
That
like humans have already pre-created. We're already here.
No.
We're good. We got 7 billion deep.
okay,
No,
so
we're not here to just have babies in the garden.
That's actually, nah. That's actually the only thing that you're actually here to do, nigga, is like to replace yourself. That's the only thing that you're
but we've
technically
been
here
here
to
for
do.
so long, and we're like starting to figure out. Okay, we already got that down. Like, what else we want to do? What else can we think about?
Yeah, but that's motherfuckers just talking that just want to do extra shit. But like what you're supposed to do is replace yourself. That's what you're supposed to do on this planet is replace yourself.
Hey,
yeah,
Roy,
but we're too we can do that without.
Bro, you're giving me Joe Budden vibes tonight.
We can do that without even thinking. We're intelligent beings.
Shout out to my nigga Joe Budden, dog. Pump
Pump
it up.
Sleep, where we don't even have to think about that.
Say it again, Lionel. I missed you. Hold on, say it again, Lionel.
We can procreate in our sleep. That's not even something to think about.
Whoa, that's rape, nigga.
We could do that so easy. Like that's not even a problem. And there's other shit that has to be thought about that we really
not.
Think
But
about.
like that other stuff is
intellectual.
But like that
as
other
an intellectual,
I'm with you on that level. But as a race, that other stuff technically is not important to the human race. The only thing that's technically important to the human race is extending the human race to the next generation. That's technically the only thing that's important.
Okay, so quick question.
Yes, nigga,
So,
that is the only thing that's important. What are you talking about, Lionel? That's the only thing that's important to humans.
because if you have 2 babies and one is not around humans, the one that doesn't have contact with humans is gonna be a fucked up baby. It's gonna be a fucked up human.
The hell are you talking
like
about?
Nourishment and like stimulation
What
and all types of
are
other
you
shit.
talking about?
What
I
baby?
don't
We're
know.
talking about that sex is not the only purpose.
Nigga, are you
of
talking
a
about
human being on the
Tarzan?
planet Earth.
Are you
Well,
talking?
yeah, that's true. I believe in.
So
I
we
believe
can't
that's-
just reduce
No, what
the
I'm
relationship
saying
between
is,
man and woman to sex because we're not just animals that hump and create.
actually, we are.
Well-
We're mammals, nigga. What are you talking about? That's all we are, is
Okay,
mammals.
can
Shout out to
I say
Eminem.
something about that?
No, you
Yes,
can't.
Bree.
No, I'm fucking with you. Go
Before I
ahead,
forget.
Bree.
I'm like, damn.
So
Go ahead, Bree.
it was like
He's
this
in his
thing I
bag.
seen. It was like a commercial ad, but it's in like a different country. I can't remember what country. But
Dubai.
basically, it was like, stop telling women at a young age that a boy is being mean to you because he likes you or he's, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know, that's literally what we get told as young women, young girls, that if a boy is being mean to you or if he's bullying you, that means he likes you, he has a crush on you and shit like that. And I seen the whole video and it like progressed until like the girl was in adulthood and like her boyfriend ended up being abusive. So she just thought like that's what love was. And you know what I'm saying? And I really
Oh
thought
yeah,
like
that translated.
yeah, like that's all she knew.
Yeah.
Like from men was them being mean to her. So she just always thought that meant that they really cared for her. And there are some women that don't experience like real love. They don't have a father, if they just don't have, you know, certain male figures in their life. So that shit really like hit me. I was like, damn, I never thought about it like that, to where like you can really instill in somebody so young, whether male or female, certain things about the opposite sex that can really affect you like later on. Like that shit can really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fucked
So
up.
I just
Absolutely.
feel like,
That's real fucked up.
and like even I think it's weird when people sexualize their children at a very young age or tell their kids, oh yeah, like playing around like the whole like kids like having little girlfriends. Or little boyfriends. They
Yeah,
be
I don't
real
like
young.
that. Yeah, I'm with
That's
you.
like
That
them
is
trying
so
to they're trying to
weird.
program them into
Yep.
like, you know,
Yep, many of them.
just because they're doing that because they don't want them to end up like liking the wrong sex. So like,
Or
let's start programming this kid now.
And I feel like people expose their children to like too much at a young age or try to tell them or make them a certain way so young and have their mind already instilled like, oh, this is how you should think when it comes to men or this how you should think when it comes to women. I think that whole shit is trash. Like,
Yeah, Roy
Like,
Mack.
Let me say this,
Into
Mo.
pansexuality.
Why the hell are you drinking that damn Gatorade like that, Mo?
She
Mo,
chasing.
Mo I know. Mo is
Chasing
fucking that
wanna get her
Gatorade
lip
up right now.
gloss. She trying to
I
keep
got lip gloss on.
Is that what it is?
how you know C Davis?
I'm like, Cash, no.
I can tell. She, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to call that hoe.
Yeah. Hey, you
I'm
keep it
lost.
low. See, I feel you.
Y'all niggas is wild. Hey man, y'all motherfuckers.
Self-preservation, baby.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all jump in the make sure y'all rate, comment, subscribe to the fucking channel, man. Next Friday we're doing a giveaway. We're gonna give away a little bit of money, man. When I say a little bit, a little bit.
I mean a little bit.
Yeah, I mean a little bit. It's, you know what I'm saying? You can get you
I
can
got
get
10 on my cash app.
right. You can get you
Feel
and,
me?
it's gonna be just enough to get you and your lady a value meal. Now here's the deal. You probably can't both supersize, so y'all gotta make a decision. But you know, it's gonna be it's
Hey,
gonna
they may got some quarantine specials going on.
regular
You know.
fries, nigga. Ain't no don't get no
Hell no, they going up in prices right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. DoorDash getting hit up.
Oh yeah, real
I
talk.
tried to order some McDonald's at 12 and they was trying to charge me $20 to come bring me that shit.
Damn.
Ooh.
I be getting free
Right now, you can
delivery.
get to Houston for $20.
Hey,
I
real
canceled
shit.
that shit with the quickness.
Hey, gas hella low.
Oh,
Yeah. They
God.
better
What's good, Mo?
try again.
What's up, Mo?
It's May.
Okay.
It's May.
Means it's
Her
my
birthday is
birth.
24 days away.
I don't care.
Your birthday month, Mo?
It's 25 days away.
It's lit.
But it's lit.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
So we gonna have to do
A
some
quarantine
sort of like
party.
some sort of like
Well,
no
the
strings
world
party.
might be open.
Yeah, we might
Yeah,
be
we
open.
might
We
be
might
out
be
of
open.
retirement.
I'm
Hey, I hope
not
not.
gonna be in the streets. I'm not.
Hey, let's do a
not.
Skype party. Fuck it.
I'm like, we could do a Zoom party. We could go
Yeah.
live.
Do a
It'll be
Zoom
lit.
Could
But
do a
anyway,
Zoom
so
party.
Yeah. What
Hey,
day?
Roy's
I'm
house.
trying to
on-
be in these streets tonight.
and it's on
Decoration.
Memorial Day weekend.
Damn.
Okay.
That don't matter. You're gonna be in the house.
I know.
I mean, I'm just saying we could do it like a Monday. Damn.
You're gonna be in the
We
house.
could virtual
anyway.
barbecue.
We can virtually barbecue.
We could
Virtual
virtual
barbecue.
barbecue. Yeah.
We can play some Zoom games. We can get it.
Guys, I'm gonna be 25. Oh my
I'm like,
god.
Monique,
Uh-oh.
you know, like really like barbecue somewhere. Like, there's places where you can social distance from.
I do low key want to be by some water, maybe the river, lake, or something.
Y'all are
See, we can
funny.
do that. That's something that's like the burgers and stuff they opened up today. Like, we can do it.
Y'all sound like y'all trying to get compromised out there. I hear you.
Yeah, I'm
sorry,
scared.
But
Hey,
honestly,
you know, it's barbecue, it's water, it's all right. Hey.
this shit is not gonna go away. No matter if we go out today or if we go out 6 more months from now. This
It'll
shit's
be like
still
the
gonna
end of the
be
year.
here.
Free.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't do
still
it.
practicing social distancing.
So what you
Don't
saying,
say
Mo?
that. Other folks ain't.
So what you saying, Mo? If a dude pull up on you at the river and they're like, "Hey, I see. Hey, what's good? You ain't gonna have no convo with the dude?"
I'm like, ah!
Like, I don't know what you want from me right now.
As long as you just not coughing and touching up all up on me, it's fine.
What if he keep his mask on though? What if he don't take his mask off?
Okay, well,
Sweetie,
good.
if you're outside in the fresh air with a mask on, you might have COVID. You need to stay home.
I know.
This shit,
Oh
this shit is never gonna physically be motherfucking gone. So honestly, they just need to open up the shit back up. If motherfuckers get sick, you get sick. Stay
Whoa,
ass
hold on, Bree. God damn, if you Bree on some Rocky shit. If he dies, he dies. Fuck it.
If you
Survival of
agree
the
to catch
fittest.
it,
Yeah.
I'm like, nah,
It's
man, I'm
already
still wearing
in
my
you.
mask.
Bree said, "Nigga, if your
I got
vitamin."
hand sanitizer
You already
purse
got
in
it.
the car.
Yeah.
We out here.
I got
You might as well live your
hand
last
sanitizer,
few
you know what I'm
days
saying?
outside.
Yeah, Bree said if he dies, he dies. Fuck him.
Whoa.
Jesus. Shout out to
This
Bree,
shit-
man.
y'all- I'm sorry, but if y'all think this shit 3 months from now and y'all all out whoop de whoop outside, like this shit wasn't just happening 3 months ago, it's still gonna be the same fucking shit.
Yep. Sit
Yeah,
y'all
that's what
ass
it
down
is.
somewhere, man. Y'all been partying for 20 plus years. Sit down somewhere.
No, Bree's talking
We have
about
not
going
been partying
party
for
and do
20
what you
years.
want to
We
do
just started
because this
partying.
shit not leaving.
It's not leaving. The shit's still gonna be around, whether it's by the end of this year or not, or next year. It's still people are gonna be getting sick from this shit. So I feel like just let people, you know what I'm saying? Because people are going fucking crazy in the house. Like,
So y'all
Bree.
better really get in y'all bag. Flights,
No, Bree.
flights, go on trips.
Bree, listen, that
Book more
sounds
flights,
good
get
once
your
they
bag.
figure out how to treat everybody. You feel me? Once they get a
they
treat,
know how to treat AIDS. They still ain't gave it out. It don't matter.
Bree, so you just want people to take a chance?
I'll be damned if I'm in this motherfucking house for the rest of the year. I know that much.
I hear you. Hey,
I know
Bree,
that much.
sit down
I'm
somewhere.
sorry.
Yeah, I
There's
agree.
all
I'm going to the
there's
beach
all
this
kinds of
weekend.
shit. I could
down.
catch anything. I could fucking we could have came out a whole bunch of crazy shit. It don't fucking matter. This
on-
shit still
On that motherfucking note, let's
Bree
get the
losing her mind for real in there.
let's get the fuck up out of here before
No, I'm with
YouTube
you,
shut
Bree.
us down because YouTube
Hey,
is
I'm not with you
No,
because
I'm sorry, but if you still got fast food people working and going home, you don't know what they doing when they go home and you gonna go buy some food from him. Shut up. That shit don't make no damn sense.
hey Roy, Sebastian Telfair's brother and mother passed of COVID.
Oh shit, his mom? I ain't know that shit.
And his brother.
Shout out to his older brother, the one that that's the one that was
Yep,
working
the
with.
one that was putting him on
Yeah.
Lincoln High School.
Damn,
Yeah.
shout out to Bassy, man.
Dude that I work with, his wife got it. So she's still
Quarantine?
thank God she's still recovering. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
man. He in Houston, so yeah, man. I'm just saying, Bree, you don't want to catch it if they can't fix it. You feel me?
I can get AIDS and die, it don't matter.
Whoa!
You get what?
Shit. All right,
Bree,
man.
AIDS is
Well,
not
see,
airborne.
I mean, it's not so much that it's just like that can't happen to you, but I'm not finna
no. Yeah.
put myself in situations to,
To get it.
you know, higher the risk of me potentially getting this virus. Like, I understand that there are things open, whatever, but when it comes to like certain things that I'm planning on doing, as I plan to start doing more things, like it's still not going to be on a big crowd level. Like I'm not
Right.
going to be, because regardless of what it is that we choose to do, this shit is not going to be the same anywhere. You know, at my job, some
Nope.
girl just that works in my office was telling me that in the break room, they put up glass dividers between all of the tables. Like this shit is not going to be over with regardless
Nope.
of what we want to do. We can sit out there and be like, oh yeah, we free. We can do whatever we want to do. Nigga, that shit's not going to be the same. It's going to be precautions everywhere because of this shit
Yeah.
now. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not I'm not really feeling like going directly into just like, okay, boom, going back into my regular shit that I'm used to doing, because that second wave, I feel like is really gonna be a real thing. Like this shit is,
real.
it's not
happening in other
over.
countries.
Like, and I understand that there's
Yeah.
so much out there. Of course there is. There definitely is. But like, whenever it's moving as fast as it is, in the small amount of time that it has been, and the fact that we still don't have a vaccination or anything like that for it, that's what's scary, I guess,
Yep.
at that point, because people are really, losing their lives.
It's not
apparently, about
scary, Mo. They trying to
this
scare
shit.
you. It's really not that
But
scary. It's not
that's what
that
I'm
big
saying.
of
Like,
that.
but that's
When
what
I
I'm saying.
tell
If, they
you-
supposedly, if people are supposed to be losing their lives over the COVID thing, I'm not saying that I 100% believe that this is real, but I'm not saying 100% that I believe this isn't real. So I'm still on that fence right now, where I'm just like, I am still, like having some normalcy, but I still want to, just in
Look,
case, take those precautions.
Just the
in
last
case.
thing. Let me just say
They're
this
not,
one
because they're not
thing.
hurting me. They're not hurting
Hey,
me.
hold
say
on,
this
hold
one
on,
thing.
hold on,
I'm not
hold on. I'm
hurting
gonna let y'all
right
run.
now.
Hold on, let y'all run. I'm just gonna say 5 seconds. The reason Mo is saying that because me and Mo are both allergic to penicillin. When you allergic to penicillin, nigga, you don't fuck around with shit. You don't
Damn.
fuck around with shit when you're allergic to penicillin. Nigga.
You feel me?
Yeah, and then when you have
Yeah.
but some people have strong immune systems. They don't have many allergens and all. Like, I don't have much to worry about in this world at all. Like, I hardly get sick. I have antibodies
Yeah.
that like fight off a lot of the things I face. And ultimately, the biggest threat about this is to our older generation. Who is our older generation? Lawmakers, the owners of CNN, the owners of Fox. That's why they're pushing this whole thing, because they're the ones that are being pushed out, because that's what's affecting the most of the older generation, like 50 plus, 40 plus, not even 40 plus. It's like
Jesus,
55
40,
plus.
nigga, that ain't even that
But
old. I don't
ultimately,
shit.
My nigga
But
Lionel just
55.
is that Dave,
55.
That nigga
it's not
Lionel
that
said
old, but
40.
it's
Nigga
old.
Roy
It's
was like,
old in terms of life. That's already more than halfway through life.
Oh,
Everybody's
man.
not living to 100. Like, average life is not to 100.
What's average life,
I'm
Lionel?
gonna get you up out of there, cuz 40.
Average life is probably somewhere in the
Like, that shit.
average life. Who knows? It's probably different by country, but it's not 100 years old.
Jesus, Lionel.
So
Lionel
You're
got me.
past halfway through life.
Go ahead,
already
Bree.
at that
some
point.
of it is real, and then some of this is just, because you know how many new companies and shit is flourishing Zoom? When the fuck did Zoom come out? When this shit happened? When did I see some shit at Walmart? Some social distancing sign. That shit just came out of fucking nowhere. Like, y'all telling me y'all
New
just
shit.
come on now.
Like, this will introduce us to a whole new wave of like shit that's gonna be coming now.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
nonetheless, everybody should be precautious that need to be precautious. Like, if you have someone that you could expose to this, obviously be precautious. If you have pre-existing conditions, obviously be precautious. But I feel like people don't need to be living in fear. Like, what if you die next week and like the past month your ass was scared in the house?
Yeah, can you imagine people that really like deal with anxiety and once the world does open back up and it's hard for them to adapt back going to normal life because they've been in quarantine for so long? Like, that shit is real.
No, that
People
would
gonna
be- that would
fucked
be
up
real.
over that shit.
And imagine over a quarter of the population getting COVID because we're rushing people back out there. So it's a lot of possibilities. You dig?
All right,
Yeah,
man.
and
Here's,
then we'll build
Yep.
antibodies to fight anything that could come back like this.
I'm
Some-
finna build
some
an
people kinda
antibody to
believe
get the
that.
fuck up off of here, man. We'll holler at y'all. Y'all holler at us. Hey, Wednesday
Bye.
we coming back, and then Friday we got the giveaway. Y'all make sure y'all fuck with us on our Instagram. We got the details coming up. We'll